Now to Decision 2026, the race for mayor of L.A. is entering a new phase this morning. The field is now set with Mayor Karen Bass and council member Nithya Raman facing off in November. NBC4's John Klimek is live in Boyle Heights, where the mayor is kicking off her general election campaign. So here we go, John, our first look at where her campaign is going to, or what her campaign is actually going to look like going forward.
Yeah, it seems like it's full speed ahead now for all the candidates that are going to be involved in this. The top two now heading into November. This is the first time that we're actually seeing the incumbent mayor, Karen Bass. She hasn't arrived just yet. She's falling a little bit behind on this one, but the first big kickoff to the rest of this election cycle. And doing it now, knowing who her opponent will be in November. And I want to show you the latest numbers from the ballot processing center. This is as of last night. Mayor Bass still holding a commanding lead over Nithya Raman and Spencer Pratt, but it's those Raman numbers that have changed this race and now set up what we're going to see come November. A sudden surge in vote. Once partnered on city issues with the mayor, even endorsed Bass for a second term before that 11th hour about face thrust her into the campaign. And now, after polls showed her falling behind, taking the lead over Spencer Pratt and setting up the Bass-Raman runoff. In a statement released last night, Raman said this: "I am incredibly honored that voters have given us the opportunity to advance to the general election. Now our fight for a healthier, safer, more affordable, and more joyful Los Angeles continues." Mayor Bass's campaign also released a statement saying, in part, a campaign against Nithya Raman, who allows encampments near schools and cuts the police force, is one Mayor Bass looks forward to winning. Bring it back live here in Boyle Heights this morning. We have reached out to Spencer Pratt's campaign for comment on all this. We have not heard back, but the message from Bass plays up the primary. She says she won Tuesday night and that she'll win again in November. As for Raman, no word on any upcoming campaign events just yet, but this one just getting started here in Boyle Heights, starting off this new election cycle. Before you live in Boyle Heights, I'm John Klimek. Annabelle, I'll send it back to you.
All right, John, thank you so much for that. We hear that crowd out there. We're also expecting new numbers today that could secure the November ballot in the California governor's race. Javier Becerra has secured enough votes to advance to the general election. Steve Hilton is holding that second spot. You see it there with about 3% more votes than Tom Steyer. But the race is still too close to call. NBC4's Hetty Chang is live in Norwalk at the LA County Registrar's office, where Hilton just held a press conference. Hetty.
Yeah, Annabelle, Steve Hilton choosing to have his press conference this morning exactly 1 week after Election Day, and choosing to have it here in front of the LA County Registrar of Voters because he says he wants California's voting system to change. Mr. Hilton surrounded by more than a dozen of his supporters and his running mates, saying he feels confident he will face off against Javier Becerra in the November election. But Hilton says we should have known the election results by now. The Republican candidate, who is endorsed by President Donald Trump, says he will accept the primary results, but says California's voting system needs to change. Hilton says last week he presented an election count acceleration plan that would help counties with more resources and people to count ballots. He also wants voter ID in California. Right now, California does not require voters to present a photo ID to vote.
There are some quick things we can do to speed this up. That was the plan I put forward last week. Get people to the vote centers, more people, make sure the resources are there so that the counties have the resources to count quicker. That doesn't require any change to the system at all. That just requires a bit of hustle from the governor to get the resources there. That's the first most immediate change. Voter ID is something that can happen quickly because it's on the ballot in November. So that doesn't require a whole debate about our election system. We just have to pass it in November. That itself would really speed things up.
How would that speed things up?
Because you wouldn't need signature verification.
LA County Registrar Recorder Dean Logan explaining our voting system, which includes mail-in ballots, is the way it is because it gives people as many options to vote. He adds if you're going to change the system, it's going to reduce the options to vote, and he says that could reduce voter participation even further. Mr. Hilton saying again that he will accept the election results, but he's not going to declare victory until his race is called. We're live in Norwalk.